Yeah.
Right, here we go. Welcome back.
So let's run you through it.
Yeah.
I printed out the certified deductive tasting grid, and then there's two sides to it.
Mhm.
There's a red and a white.
Yep.
So have them both on white to do line 1, 2, and then do 3 and 4 here.
For sure.
And this is going to be the same thing for the exam. For the exam, it comes out in an interesting way because you do it on the computer now.
Oh, really?
But they also give you the sheet. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're filling it out as you go. So if you run out of time, you can at least get as many points
Yeah,
as
you can use the sheet for points that you got.
Yeah, so I'm going to go through it with you. Color is pretty straightforward. Then we get into fruit structure. The fruit structure here, you're basically saying what's dominant, right? If it has a little bit of everything, really just pick the ones that are the most apparent, and then add one specific example of each one, like what's a tropical fruit, what this fruit might be. For the fruit condition, nose and palate are different here, but you could also have them in kind of like different portions. Like on the nose, I might say it's only tart, but on the fruit condition, it can be both baked and overripe and jammy there too. You can do up to 2 for those typically. And that really starts telling you where the wine is from, especially if you see kind of like cooler climate wines having more of the, or even like older vines coming from France. You see more of the tart structure, especially on the nose, and it continues on the palate as well, or tart to ripe. And warmer climate being where you start getting that ripe overripe jammy qualities. Non-fruit, pretty straightforward. The things that really come out here is what are going to be the impact compounds, or the big things that differentiate this wine. So there's certain things that you want to say when you immediately smell it, and it's going to lead you in that direction. So noble rot botrytis, the ginger, honey, saffron wax. Immediately think about what wines could have botrytis to it that are going to be testable at your level. Of course, you could have Sauternes, but they're not going to do that for certified. For certified, they're going to give you Chenin, or they're going to give you Riesling. And then kind of just know where they're coming from.
Yeah.
The lees, the dough, the baked bread, that's really showing more of that winemaking style, certain styles that you might see with that. Typically like, Chardonnay or very like other leesy style wines. Buttercream, kind of the same thing with malolactic fermentation. Usually, the one that really would always get me, especially, was when I would say like oxidation, nuts, and dried fruits there too.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually showing for like older wines. But then on structure, phenolic bitterness is going to be a big component for only white wines, not as much in the red. In the red, you won't see that. Just tannin and acidity and alcohol.
Yeah.
And then for your conclusion, just kind of fill out what this might be, and then what you think it is. So primary grape variety, like just right on the side. It might be, these are the 3 that come to mind, and then at the end, choose it and explain, climate, country of origin, and then age range. Then you have to sell this wine to a guest in 1 sentence to us, but
Sure.
we can skip through that one. But ready to go.
Let's do it.
All right.
Wine tasting, let's rip.
I'm gonna put it on timer.
The timer.
Let's get after it.
Let's go. All right. Wine number 1.
What does it look like?
It's giving more, I would say straw. I do, obviously, I don't know if it's just my glass, but I see a little more like grit in there. Would you say straw? It's pretty pale.
Go all the way to the end, and we'll talk about it at the end.
Oh,
I'm gonna go.
Oh, we're just going in. We're not talking about it. Okay.
No, say it out loud.
Okay. be done? In 4 minutes?
I know what the wines are. So.
Oh, okay.
You know,
On to the Reds. Don't worry, we'll talk soon, but you can watch me. It's good to wear black because when you spit all over yourself, you can't tell that you're dirty.
Just don't miss.
Oh, baby, I never do. but that's not the point. The point's to learn. We're learning. All right, let's hit it.
All right. So wine number one. Wine number one. You said it had a straw color, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
I called her straw.
And then what did we do for fruit here?
For the fruit composition of wine number one, I did not pick up any apple or pear or citrus. For me, it was a lot of the tropical fruit and a little stone fruit.
I think you could always say citrus. I think this has
Yeah,
like
I
that
mean,
little bit of
citrus
lemon
has-
lime.
yeah,
For most white wines, I think that's like kind of an apparent thing.
Yeah.
For me, yeah, I also added like pear and then kind of like kiwi. What about fruit condition on the
Fruit
nose?
condition, I said tart and white.
Mm-hmm. On the nose?
On the nose. On the palate, I said right.
So let's go to non-fruit. What were the things that you answered yes to?
Not much. I really only kind of picked up a floral aspect.
Yes.
I didn't get much else.
Okay. Is there anything else that you filled out other than flowers?
I was iffy on the petrol gasoline rubber. I don't really get that, but it kind of has that like racy kind of side.
Yeah.
I
kind
think
of-
that's
yeah.
also my palate. Maybe it needs a little more work.
I went with fresh herbs as well. I think one of the things that came out to me was almost like this kind of little bit of mint quality. And then as you go down, the green bell pepper, grass, jalapeno was the
Okay.
thing that stand out the most.
It's
Smell it. Like it kind of smells
Yeah.
like jalapenos.
Yep.
Is this wine phenomenally bitter?
I said no. I said off dry. And
Why is it off dry?
I just didn't think it was a super sweet wine personally.
I would say this wine is bone dry.
Bone dry.
Yeah, 100%. And what was your acidity at?
Acidity, I said medium plus.
I would have
Kind
gone
of-
high.
You would have gone high?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I always shoot in the middle ground.
The thing is, it's very, and I do the same thing where sometimes like I'll taste a wine that's high in acid with a medium plus.
Yeah.
I could see this being like medium plus and high. I think both of those are correct. I wouldn't say medium is correct. And what about alcohol?
Or, alcohol, I said medium plus.
Yeah. What is this one?
I said Sauvignon Blanc.
From where?
I guess New Zealand or Central Coast.
Perfect. New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc.
Okay.
Boom.
First one's right. Let's go. Is she a
Sandy
genius?
Cove.
Ooh, let's look.
So actually, let's see the alcohol. Alcohol to it is 2024 Sandy Cove from Marlborough, New Zealand, 12.5% alcohol. So I guess that even medium on the alcohol would be correct there. So the big thing though is you have to get I wanted you to smell this and go, this
Yeah.
smells like grass and jalapenos.
And I like have that, but I don't know. Well, I can't say I have that because clearly, let's look at the tape.
What you should do is drink more testable wines like this,
Yeah, I
and
think I'm
taste
trying to
and
focus on that.
taste them
Beat
next to
something
each
up,
other.
but I need to.
Like look at the different. Go to wine number 2, and then wine number 1.
Yeah, it's right there.
What is that compound that gives you jalapenos, grass? There's a name to it.
Pyrazine?
Pyrazines.
Yeah, pyrazines.
This wine has pyrazines. So the pyrazines are the big thing there. I also would have added the mineral aspect to it. I think that a lot of white wines, it's a safe bet to go on the mineral side, but it's good that you didn't just start adding other things, because even if a wine's not saying much, that's saying something.
Yeah.
The fact that this wine is super aromatic and has all those like jalapeno, floral notes, even I think there's some herb to it, really puts you in that direction. What about wine number 2? Sorry.
Wine number 2 definitely gave me a little bit of trouble.
Why?
Just because I think I know white wines, but all I do is drink Chablis. I really got it. Well, no, I'm getting better, you know. I like the salinity.
Look at the colors next to each other.
Yeah.
So,
It's definitely more gold, yellow than straw.
I would still say
would you call it gold?
I would go yellow here because gold is
Gold
inferring
is
even
like darker,
yeah.
more the Chardonnays. For fruit, I said apple, stone fruit, and on the nose, I called it tart baked. So it has this like dryish aspect that I don't know. I might be picking that up wrong, but it kind of
Was
has,
it on the nose or the palate?
on the nose. On the palate, I didn't fill it out. But I would say
What about non-fruit? Give me the breakdown.
non-fruit. I said flowers, herbs, oxidation. I got a little nutty, like dry fruit quality, and then minerality. I said wet sulfur or wet rock sulfur.
Mm-hmm.
Those are kind of things I picked up. I didn't get phenolic bitterness. I called it dry. Medium body for acidity and alcohol. It didn't feel like it was pushing me too much.
You said medium acidity.
I called it Albarino. I don't think that's right, but that's in terms of like testable grapes. What felt close? I haven't had enough Torontes to say that.
Yeah, Toronto's would have been like super
Or
aromatic.
floral and aromatic.
Yeah,
right?
I don't think
Okay.
this would have been in that
No,
camp, and
yeah.
it feels absolutely odd structurally, especially on the palate. If you don't
Yeah,
get it.
it's so strange. I
weird.
remember having it once in Austin, and I was like,
Yeah,
why are we doing this?
What else could this wine be?
What
Why?
else could
What
it
brought
be?
you? What brought you to Alberta?
Albarino, the minerality, the more like lightness. It could be Pinot Grigio.
What part of this wine is light?
The body. It's not as like acidic or complex.
But you also put oxidation, so Alberta
Like a
would have
dried
been-
fruit, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. I think that you kind of went down that like oxidative path a little too much, and I don't think this one has that oxidation.
Heard.
I don't think that on the nose. I think on the nose I would have just put just tart, and even maybe like ripe on like the palate would have been a
Yeah.
little bit of a stretch. I mean, depending on the vintage. The big thing here is that there's lees. There's that bit of like cheese rind to it. I think of it as almost like a stale beer as well. Like there's that fruit, but then there's also that kind of like custardy quality to it, like that dough, a little bit of custard, like lemon lime custard. That's like gives me a little bit of like that creme fraiche quality
And this
as well.
weekend, my phone actually
What
rang for 2 straight days.
what,
It felt incredible. Wow. I
What
got
do
my
you
whole
think
garden.
this could be now?
If there's lead contact,
Yeah. What wines do you think experience some of these?
there's Chardonnays. So usually that would either be, it could be what, Côte d'Or, or I don't think they do a lot of lead contact in Cali.
Marron Nudon Chablis.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bitch, really, I thought I
That's
could
what you
just...
But like the thing is
It's okay, this is a learning moment.
you were literally just saying you're like all I drink is Chablis. So Chablis is really interesting because there's none of that. Feel free to revisit it.
Yeah.
There's none of that. At least for this producer. This producer I think is excellent. For me, this is like creamy and crisp both at the same time. Like there's like texture and roundness. But what is that from? It's from lees. There's the lees contact there. I even get a little bit of mallow, like that kind of creme fraiche yogurtiness really comes out to it. It's mineral in its finish, but it has that body to it. The acidity for this wine is higher up there, in my opinion, too. Like my mouth is still salivating just from tasting it. So when you taste for acidity,
I always try to do the gum test.
what I do is I swallow, I open my mouth, and then I stare down, and you can feel
Yeah.
the salivation
I can, coating the
pretty
palate.
quickly. Depending on that, that's kind of the gauge to it. And for me, body is kind of just like looking at how it coats the mouth. Similar, I mean, everyone gives the examples of like skim milk versus whole milk and things like that. But for me, I would say this is like a medium plus kind of like fuller style body with elevated, like medium plus to high acidity. The fact that there's leaves, but then there's no oak to it, Chablis is the way to go here. But Chablis has been a difficult one. It changes through the years. But let's do number 3.
All right, my first red.
What's the most significant thing about this one?
How it smells, like dirty gym socks,
Yeah.
and mushrooms, and et cetera, et cetera. So, fruit composition wise, I got black and blue fruits. I called it ripe and baked. On the palate, I said tart and baked. In terms of non-fruit characteristics, I said floral, herbaceous. I got the dried herbs, little mint, eucalyptus, kind of a balsamic tar, but I don't know if that was just a cash grab. And then I obviously said earthy, compost. I didn't really get an oak, maybe a little minerality.
Yeah.
I called it medium across the board because I didn't think it really hit me with a lot of tannin or acidity. Alcohol, I didn't think it was too high, but you know they always float between 14 and 15.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. This wine's like very herbaceous. I think that there is a lot of like that, also forest floor leathery quality to it as well. But there's one major thing you're missing. Which one do you think it is?
Oak. No.
I think they might use some old oak barrels,
It doesn't.
kind of giving it from like texture. Like it has like this clay finish as well, which is really interesting. But there's something up front, both on the nose and the palate.
What am I missing?
This wine has piercings,
Okay.
or red wines have piercings.
Well, I really need to touch grass, don't I?
Yeah. Or some jalapenos. A little bell pepper.
I've
here
been
and
eating too
there.
many serranos at the sushi spot. I guess that's gonna help it.
Clearly. What do you think?
I called it Cab Franc.
Then you're completely correct.
Yeah.
Australia, Cabernet
As
Franc is
soon
not
as I have
testable.
this scent, and it's not Australian.
No, it's Chinon.
It's Chinon. I don't know why I would call it.
Philippe Alliette's Chinon, 2023, I think. 11. Let's see what this says. Oh, 11 to 14. No help here. 13% is what it says for alcohol here. But yeah, I mean, for me, this is kind of like has a lot of like these violets on the nose. There's like that clay finish. There's a lot of complexities in it, man. Great job. But the big point there is getting the impact on them. You have to get piercings in a wine like that you did end up getting there. What about wine number 4?
Wine number 4, I rushed through, not gonna lie. Wait, what's that? Okay. I called it purple, red fruit, blue fruit, ripe and baked on the nose, ripe and baked on the palate.
Perfect.
Not floral, but more herbaceous.
Not floral?
You know.
I think this is kind of.
I need to cut some flowers.
Violet flowers.
Yeah, I can smell lavender.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. For me, it's just kind of like fresh violets.
I should remember that. A little meaty, mineral, oak, medium plus, tannin acidity, said medium alcohol. I threw at either Malbec or Cabernet. I don't know that that's there at all.
Malbec,
I just
Cabernet.
wrote it
Malbec, I think,
quick.
would be a little bit thinner.
It's too, yeah.
You feel how it has so much body? Like, this wine's intense. It's got a lot. And there is alcohol in it, for sure. Like,
So then,
let's swallow it. Open your mouth. Open up. And feel kind of like burn in the back.
you want me to swallow it?
For the first time.
Okay, so
But this wine is like viscous too. Like, also look at the
she got
staining
legs.
to it. Yeah. She's got a lot going on.
I mean, if
So
it's a solid game.
the one thing that really was super different about it, you were talking on the nose and palate for the fruit condition. What you're
Ripe
saying?
and baked.
Yeah, ripe and baked from both. So what is baked on the fruit condition tell you?
There's age.
Not as much age, but the climate.
Yeah, so it's gonna be more of like a cooler climate,
I'd go the opposite way.
hotter. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Don't apologize.
So, is it
if it's tart,
Southern Hemisphere?
possibly. If it's more tart, I would say it's most likely going to be a little bit of a cooler
Cooler
climate.
climate.
But when you get those sort of baked, bruised, overripe, jammy qualities, it's usually because it's coming from a warm warmer climate if it's like a really good testable producer, or the winemaker just kind of let the fruit sit too long.
Yeah.
What else could this be? What are the possibilities? You said meatiness to it. You said it's herbal. What are kind of like other
It could be
grapes?
Italian. It could be. I mean, when I do see like
You have 3 testable reds in Italy. What are they?
we've got Sangiovese, there's Nebbiolo, and Barbasco. There's Nebbiolo, and
The weird one from the Veneto.
yeah.
Line of process.
What is that funky red? It's not cab. It's
Amarone.
Amarone.
Yeah.
Mon Dieu. You
The-
see Italian?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Zinner Syrah.
There you go. Zinner Syrah. You're kind of in the closer camp.
I used to drink a lot of Zin back in the day.
Back in the day. So Zin to me tastes like kind of like peach yogurt, and this has like a little bit of this, but this is Shiraz.
Shiraz
Coming
okay.
out of South Australia. This is the Bin 28 South Australia Shiraz with Penfolds.
Ah.
Yeah, you hit a lot of good points correctly. But it's just kind of being more familiar with what grapes are testable.
Yeah. I'm really looking into that.
Yeah. What how'd you feel? Okay.
You know, blinds are always a little stressful, but it's fun.
I mean, you got 2 right.
Yeah. I'll take that. I mean, obviously, like, I wish I got Chablis because, you know, you think a bitch just would. But that's why you do this, because even when you drink a lot of something, when you get into it,
I mean, it's one thing to drink it, and it's one thing to like understand it, and I
Yeah.
think that's kind of like the difference there, where it's like we drink it because we enjoy it, but it's like what is it that we're enjoying is the important part. Like I really love the
mind if I take a picture of all of
Yeah,
that?
please
Or
do.
could you take a picture on your phone and send it to me?
Absolutely.
Since I'm still recording. Or I guess I can pause. I think that's everything, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys happy? I'm happy.
I'm happy.
Thanks to Angel Prado. He is the lead som here at Cirele. Look at this beautiful wine cellar. Does it get better? I don't think it does. Cheers.